Man, there's just not enough water up here. You're probably watching this video because you have poor water pressure out near your sprinklers. That pretty much describes exactly my situation not too long ago. I like to water this hillside with 3 impact sprinklers. It's all coming from one hydrant way over there. Goes up the hill to that sprinkler, and then a hose went around to a sprinkler way up there that you can't see, and then another one comes way down here to this one. The problem is, by the time I got to this one, I didn't have nearly the pressure that you see right now. Look at that. It's looking pretty good, and I'm still working on it. This is my hydrant. Water comes out of it at about 57 psi. It runs through here, and then it splits. Now, to maintain adequate pressure, I don't use a ball valve here because the ball valve is really small. But the problem here is I've got a full flow or a heavy flow single valve right here with a ball inside that does limit the amount of water that goes through, less so than here, but it still is a problem. And then in this hose, this is a 5/8 inch hose. This runs all the way up the hill past my dogs. All the way up here to my first impact sprinkler. Now, as you can see, I haven't watered out here in a while because I just don't have enough water pressure for these sprinklers to operate. It goes straight through all the way up there to another sprinkler, and then the hose continues all the way back down to the third sprinkler over there. It's simple physics. When you take water and you travel it uphill for a long way, the water pressure and the volume of water flowing decreases significantly. Now, I have plenty of pressure up here to run this one sprinkler, wherever it is behind me. But once I start daisy chaining 2 and 3 more, the flow just isn't great enough. So I haven't been able to water up here like I'd like to. So how do you do that? You have to switch out little things. Instead of using a 5/8 inch hose here, I picked up a 3/4 inch hose. This hose is going to be big enough to allow for something like 35 to 40% more water to flow through it. So as that goes up the hill, I'll have 40% more water available at the top at my first sprinkler head. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take this valve off and I'm going to move it all the way to the top, because if I need to have a ball valve bottleneck to turn the sprinklers on and off, I want it further up the line. Lastly, instead of daisy chaining 2 50-foot hoses back to back after my first sprinkler head up there, I'm going to use another full flow splitter to split and take 50 foot of hose one direction to sprinkler head number 2 and 50 foot of hose in the other direction to sprinkler head number 3. Basically, I don't want the water to have to travel 150 to 200 feet just to get to the last sprinkler head. If I do it with an extra splitter, it can get there in almost half the footage. So that's going to mean that the water flow will be greater and the water pressure will be greater by the time it gets to the end of the line. I have an entire article over on my website, turfmechanic.com. It's linked, I don't know, somewhere here on the screen and down in the video description. Head over there. I explain kind of the science and the physics behind why these small things matter so much to water pressure and sprinklers. Oh yeah. Now that's a lot better. Now I just got to finish replacing the extra hoses. Once those are 3/4 hoses, everything's going to be spitting water out better. Make sure to take a look at this other video coming up on your screen where I have demonstrated how water pressure decreases as the hose length increases. I've also, in that same video, demonstrated how a 5/8 inch hose provides far less water than a 3/4 inch hose. All of this is kind of common knowledge, but not fully understood by everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and follow me, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next video.